So here's what's so powerful about what was taking place in Second King in the second chapter. There's a transition of power that is taking place, but there don't have to be a scandal attached to it. You don't have to rob, kill, or steal, or make up anything to discredit anybody for this transition of authority that's taking place. All you have to do is be in position. Now, just to backfill a few of these scriptures, with verse 7, and 50 men of the sons of the prophet, these were people with titles, stood in view from afar off, while the two, Elijah and Elisha, went before them. Now, to me, while everybody that's around you have these titles, have these names, have this status, God still chose you in the midst of all the popularity, in the midst of all the people that feel like they deserve to be in the seat that God have appointed and anointed you for. God see you through the rubbish. As they went on, Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it out. The mantle was simply something used to weather the cold. It was a piece of garment that Elijah put on when it was nippy outside, if I must say. It's something about when it's cold, people have a hard time ministering to that. Normally you can hear a good word about when the fire is hot, when the heat is on. People can tell you what to do when you down to nothing. You have the bare minimums to make it. When your funds are low, people can tell you that God will make a way. He's a provider. He's a way maker. But what about when all of your bills are paid? When you got money flowing out the bank that you can't even keep up with and count, but yet and still in that, you find a hard time finding a reason to smile. It's easy for somebody to tell you about God gonna bless you with a house, God gonna bless you with a new car, God gonna see you through this. You down so low you can't do nothing but come up. That's normally what people minister to you about. But what about when you living in a house that got more square footage than you can count? What about when you driving a vehicle that's the fanciest of the vehicles that's being made right now? But yet and still, you find a hard time just trying to crawl out the bed on a sunny day without being depressed and sad. Who ministered to you when it's cold, when you're lonely, when you go home and cry at night in a lonely bed asking God, am I in this alone? We find it hard to minister to people that know those trying, cold times of their lives. But let's move a little bit past this mantle now that we understand that the mantle was just something simply to weather the cold. But nevertheless, it was an important piece of this story. And he went on to ask, what, if there's anything that I should do for you, ask me. And Elijah told him, I just want a double portion of this spirit. He said, you asked a hard thing. But here's what I need you to do. If you can be there and you can see when I'm taking up, you could have the double portion of the spirit that you asked. But if you're not there, then it won't be so. See, the mantle is really a representation of a movement. It's a particle of clothing. It's not about the possession. It's about the position. See, being in the right place at the right time can position you for great things. What happens if Elijah didn't make that appointment? If he wasn't there to see when Elijah was taken up and the mantle fell? See, the thing about it, the mantle was going to fall, but who was it going to fall to? Elijah had to be in position in order to take up this mantle and go on this journey to finish it. I believe what Elijah was only telling Elijah was just make it safe for me to die. I don't want to die leaving this gospel to be carried by somebody who's lazy, by somebody who won't even move to the position that can grant them the authority to carry this gospel further. So if I can title this simply, it's up to you now. You have this truth. You have this gospel. Are you going to move into the position so that when the mantle falls, you're there to take it and carry it so you can go forth with this authentic gospel that God have ordered us to counsel and guide the world? It's up to you now. It's all on you. The church, that's who we are. We're under a microscope. The spotlight is on us. They waited on the other side of Jordan. So when Elijah came back, they saw the transition of power that took place. Because if two went, one came back. There was one that went with the authority, which the mantle represent. And there was another one that came back with the same mantle. So the world is watching us. All eyes on us. It's up to you now. Carry this gospel. Be who God called you to be. God will bring us to an expected end. But we must be in position for when the mantle falls, we are there to carry this gospel. May God bless you. May God keep you. We love you. I pray this word really ministered to you. I pray something was said that will convict your spirit, convict your heart to do what God has called you to do. May the peace of God be with you. Love you.